Hi all and welcome to the channel. If you're not yet, get subscribed. I'm going to be doing some more pond updates and anything tropical as well. What we're testing today is the Biling Pond Waterfall Leaf Set, which is a fantastic bit of a kit. It's a replacement to the existing pump that I have. I've had to move some of the rock, as you can quite clearly see on there, just to seat the box that obviously they're like the reservoir for the water to flow over. At the moment, that's the old flow, as you can see there. So I'm just showing you a bit of a before. We've been just moving a couple of rocks, but the old thing was going. This part here was basically, I thought it went through to the other end, but I realised this part unscrewed and gave me two kind of washers. So that end down there goes into the pump, and this end here comes into the box. Unscrew that, and then you've got two washers. I've only done that hand tight because I didn't notice that it needed anything more than that. It wasn't leaking or anything, so I left it as it is, just finger tight. This is the whole kit together now, so you can see which end goes where. That then has got quite a generous length of cable on that one, on the tubing on it, and there is how it fixes in. So you're pretty much set up within a couple of minutes. I generally spent longer to getting the electric through into the greenhouse than setting this whole system up. This part here was just me kind of showing the placement of the box where it's going to go. I moved a little bit of the stone back, but also got that tubing going through the back of the pond before I pulled it all tight. And that replaces the clear one that was there before, which was a lot more visible. Thought I'd do a first little fire up, because when you're working with water, it will always take the path of least resistance. As you can see there, it was going to the left hand side. This wasn't by any stretch of the imagination a final fitting for that anyway. I just wanted to see how much water was going to be coming over and where it went naturally just before I kind of leveled off the top box, but I didn't want to fill it with the rocks and get everything kind of mortared in and then figure out where the water was going to go. So test it several times before you're kind of happy with its final position. But you can see there's a lot more water now coming over the front, which is what I wanted, rather than it going through onto the left and right. I'd now leveled the top part there, put a few bits more of the rock back so it diverted under and left and right, but then also just used a piece of wood and a stone just to get that part perfectly centered so I could see how the water was going to flow with the parts that I'd done in front of that. And I was really happy with the results. The water flow now definitely resembles more of a natural pond flow on there than what I had before, and that's just because it's pulling far more water through the pump. I put some magic sponges in because I'm trying to clean the pond at the same time, because with a lot of the jiggery pokery I'm doing with this, of course, a lot of mess in that pond as well. So that's just a little bit zoomed in. You can see there the reservoir pouring nicely over the top. I didn't want a blade as it comes normally, because it was making far too much noise in the water because of the drop that I've got, and also it was going to displace the plants below that and the stones. So I've threaded it through the back of all the stones, and I'm actually really happy with that than just one solitary blade coming down. The first official fire up now, I've got all the stone together. Granted, the stone doesn't match exactly, but I think by the time it's weathered through, it'll look fantastic. But the difference between that now and the old one, it's pouring exactly where I wanted it. I've got the old Biling solar fountain at the front there, but you can see it's got a really nice flow now, pouring all down the front of the rocks, down the left, down the right. It's a really easy construction with this one. The kit's fantastic. It's really well made. Genuinely would highly recommend this to anyone. Any questions, let me know.